welcome to another Facebook Live for Coffee and Cards. We have a little visitor. If you looked at my page, my business page just now, you will have seen that I have a bit of a limpet today. I've got the doors open because it's a little warm in here, although having said that, I've got a rugby shirt on. Just trying to see if I can find the live on my phone. So yes, it could be interesting. He's bouncing around some of my shelving at the moment. Currently he is sitting where I would normally have my laptop. So it's kind of interesting. Anywho, do let me know when you've joined. We're a bit early. And I don't know why there's a blue cast on the video this week, but there is. I will try and work that out at some point. But hi Jan, who we've got? Jan, Jackie. I'm trying to open it in my phone so that... Oh, turn my volume down on that. So, yes, I'm using my phone for comments. Hi Jeanette. I had intended to wear my bifocals so I could see the comments on my laptop, but I forgot. Hi Claire. So, as I say, sorry about the blue cast. I don't know why. It may be that it's been there before and I just haven't noticed it, but yeah, it's quite blue. I will try and sort it out at some point. Hi, hi Julie. I have got a drink. I've got a slightly dry throat at the moment. I think we've got lots of flowers and people cutting hay and things. Hi Joanne. So I think it's a touch of hay fever. So are we enjoying this better weather? I actually had a half day off yesterday, sort of. To do some gardening. Because the weather forecast for the weekend had been not very good, I thought I would do a bit more work over the weekend so that I could then have some time off yesterday, which I did, apart from the fact I had a WI committee meeting in the afternoon. So I don't know that it quite counted as having time off, but anyway. Hi Joanne. So I know some of you are joining from the South Pacific, which is amazing. Still can't quite get my head around that. Hi Margaret. Oh, excuse me. So I will wait until 11 o'clock. Ooh, I've just noticed that my watch battery is running down. That needs a charge. Hi Nora. So yes, I will wait till 11 o'clock before we actually start. Because my dear boy has been all over me this morning, demanding that I give him a cuddle. He's actually been quite cute at the moment. I wonder if I can swing this round without causing you too much dizziness, and whether we can catch him, because he's been quite... Can you see him there? Just there, sitting on my... That's my laptop desk. Whoops, sorry about that. That's my laptop desk. So he has been quite well behaved at the moment. So yes, fingers crossed. You can guarantee that the moment we start crafting, he will... Hi Betty from Australia. I think is this your first visit? Or have I just not remembered you joining before? Anyway, so yes, he has been quite well behaved. But if you hear funny little squeaks, hi Claire, hi B. If you hear funny little squeaks, he kind of goes... You think he's a guinea pig, but he's not. He is a cat. That will be him saying, I need you to pick me up. I will try and ignore it. But his second attempt at getting me to pick him up is to tap my leg with his paw and then to bring out his claws and tap my leg. And if I still ignore him, he doesn't so much tap as scrape. So it could be fun. So who else have we got? We've got Tracy, we've got Claire, we've got Lisa from New Zealand. Oh, it's your second visit, Betty. Okay. And B. So yeah. We still have a couple of minutes. I have joined the call a little early. I think it's quite good just for me to get the wrinkles out of any of the IT issues, apart from the fact we have a blue cast, and I really don't know why. Whether it's because I'm using a different USB port, who knows? but I've tried adjusting the settings and I don't know. Anyway, I will have a look at it for next week, and fingers crossed we can get it sorted out. But yes, I do try and start a little early so that we can just make sure that any wrinkles are got rid of, and hopefully he will get bored of sitting on my desk in a moment and go away and have a fun day in the sun, which is, after all, what a cat should be doing. But yeah, he's currently just staring out of the door as if there's something very, very interesting going on out there, which there could be, because I have a parcel arriving, so who knows. Maybe it's the UPS man early. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. And I'm not doing a Dina Rico, but I have incredibly dry lips, so I need to put some lip salve on, which I meant to do before I started and then forgot. Surprised he's not on your shoulder. Well, he was. That I did do a post on my business page before I went live of him on my shoulder, and he was all over. I mean, this is a clean rugby shirt, and it's now covered in black fur. I literally put it on, having washed it earlier in the week. I put it on this morning, clean, and it's now covered in black fur. And as it's pale pink, not a great look. So who else? We've got Renee joining us. Oh, lots of people. And it is now 11:01. So let me quickly do housekeeping, and then I'll flip the camera and we can do some crafting. I've got some sneak peeks. If you follow me on my website and on YouTube, you will see that I've started a Not Just for Christmas series as a way of slowly introducing some of the items that I have got on my pre-order, but specifically ones that I think you can use not just for Christmas. Today I've also got some, I didn't know I could use that for Christmas crafting, and I genuinely didn't with what I'm going to be showing you, but you can, so yay. Right, so housekeeping. This is a Facebook Live. If you are watching with a live button in the top left-hand corner, sorry, I'm seeing myself mirrored, so it's a little weird. Yeah, left-hand corner. I'm putting up my right hand, but there we go. Morning, Ken. So if you're watching and there is a red live button in the top right-hand corner, we are live on Facebook. If there is no live in the top right-hand corner and you're watching this on Facebook, you are watching a replay. If you are watching on YouTube, you are watching a replay. It is Tuesday the 21st of July. I still don't think, I've finally, sorry, there's a delay. So I have, hi Nicola, I have finally got the right hand going up. So yes, Tuesday the 21st of July, 11 o'clock in the morning, just gone 11 o'clock in the morning, UK time. So that's that. Do remember we've got bonus days going. So for UK, that's for every £45 you spend between now and the back end of the 3rd of August. I think it's 10:30 on the 3rd of August. You will get a voucher code that is valued at £4.50 to use in August. So from the 4th to the end of August. So on new product. Hi Karen, and thank you for sharing. So where was I? Oh yes, I was on bonus days. However, hi Barbara. Just getting light in the US. So I've been putting this out on everything I can think of. If you've got an order that is near enough to vouchers, please don't place an order. Get the starter kit. It's much better value. In the UK, for £99, so 2 vouchers is valued at £90 £90 order. If you spend £9 more, you A, get free postage, so that's £4.50 back. So actually it's only £5 and 5p more. But you get an additional £31 of product in the UK. Now I know in North America you get slightly less than that because you get a paper pumpkin kit. We don't get paper pumpkins, so we don't get a paper pumpkin kit. But anyway, do have a think about that. You don't have to sell. Okay, advert over. So that's that. Prize. So there is always a prize during Facebook Live, or not during Facebook Live, but I do a prize for my Facebook Live videos. So if you share the video, either on Facebook or on YouTube, you can share from either platform. If you share from both and you put in the comments the word shared with a D, you get entered into the prize draw, and I will show you what this week's is in a moment. You get 2 weeks to enter, so you can still enter for last week's if you haven't already, and go back and share that. That, I think, is housekeeping. So I will flip the camera and we will start crafting. I haven't quite decided the order we're doing things, but you never know. So let's flip you round. So we'll go round. There is my phone and my lovely ribbons. I may have to do a little bit of adjustment when we get you there. Yes, just a little bit. Let's... Right, so that is because we're not straight. Okay, and we're sort of in focus. Yep, right. Okay, can't win a prize, had to move back to South Africa. Well, actually, Nicola, you can, because what I forgot to say is that the physical prize I'm only sending to people in the UK. But if you were to win, there is digital content instead. So I've got some tutorials, both some that are exclusively mine and some that are part of a collaboration. So if you are not in the UK, you can still win, but you'll win digital content. So it would be videos and PDFs and that sort of thing, that otherwise you would only get if you were to place an order or purchase them separately. And when I say place an order, a qualifying order. So you can still win. So don't think you can't share, because you can. Hi, Barbara. So, okay. I'm going to start with the I didn't know you could use that for Christmas project, because that's first on my workspace. So I've got some Memories and More cards that have got the large and the small, just as a sneak peek of what's coming. And I've been meaning to use these for a while, and I kind of forgot. And I was looking through them last night, preparing for today's live. I know, I actually prepared. And I suddenly realised that I had completely missed this. So, this is the Flowers for Every Season Memories and More card pack. Now, there are two kind of card packs for Flowers for Every Season, because this is the one that's in the annual, but in the mini, there is also the Flowers for Every Season Cards and More kit. Which is kind of this. So it's 10 card fronts, 10 note cards, and 10 envelopes. So it's like a mini Memories and More, but the cards are different from the ones in the Memories and More pack. Yes, Barbara, I know I'm blue. I did mention that at the beginning. I know you've only just joined. I don't know why there's a blue cast, but there is, and I will worry about it next week, because I only found that there was a blue cast about 10 minutes before I went live. Tried to fix it and couldn't. So, apologies. Yes, it's blue. Okay, you can see I'm going to have to remind people of that through the live. Morning, Audrey. So, these are most of the cards, not all of them. So, let's see. We've got two lots of stickers. Two lots of stickers. So we've got some words and some flowers, and we've got some labels and some more flowers. We have some 6x4 cards. This isn't all of, actually it is all of them, or it's at least one of all of them. So that has that on the back. So great for Memories and More, but also, because we have the Memories and More card packs, we have other options as well. Is that what I meant? No, that's not what I meant. Anyway, sort of what I meant. Yes, I'm glad I'm not blue as well. So, whoops, didn't want to do that. So these are, so you get 2 of each of the designs. That you can obviously use for Christmas because it's a poinsettia. You inspire me, upside down. It's almost like shuffling cards, isn't it? Again, that could be used for Christmas memories and more. Don't know why I flipped that one over, but I have. I think we've seen that one. Start fresh. So really nice, bright, all sorts of quick cards that you can make or use for scrapbooking and memory keeping. So those are the cards, most of them. The ones I haven't shown you yet, I will show you now, which are word ones. So we've got joy, it's cold outside, season's greeting, peace, merry and bright, happy holidays, Noel, together, holly jolly, warm and cozy. Apologies for those of us that speak English as opposed to American, and that is misspelt. Cheers, calm, happiness here, winter wonderland. And that's the same again, but that's the reverse. And then we've got another one, which is rain or shine, happy, relax, yay for today, fall days. Obviously in the UK we have autumn, but never mind. Shine on, thankful today, love, full heart, amazing, blessed, breathe deep, stay positive, golden, love you, celebrate. And that is the reverse of that. So I thought we would make up a couple of these. So I've got feeling festive as one. Now why did I have that out? Oh, for a non-Christmas one. So I've got feeling festive. I've got always remember I love you. So that's great for Valentine's Day. Another one that's great for Valentine's Day, and then winter wishes. So some I'm going to do on the white. That's the word I'm looking for. White. Thank you, Nora. Some I'm going to do on the white. Sorry, I heard a noise and wondered if it was the cat again. He's left. Yay! He's gone outside. So some I'm going to do on here, and some I'm going to do on the Memories and More pack that you, the Memories and More cards that you can get as an add-on to this. My brain seems to have gone on holiday. Anyway, so I'm going to start with a small Memories and More card. So I was going to actually use eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, I'll use that for that. So I'm going to start with a small Christmas one, and this is going to be the fastest Christmas card you have ever made. So let me, no, I don't need my scissors, I need my bone folder. So I am going to, now I accept that you would need to buy an awful lot of these packs if you wanted to make all of your Christmas cards out of this Memories and More card pack, but I just thought it was interesting that there are some holiday, Christmas type cards in this pack. So literally you can just stick that on the front. I'm going to pop it up because I can, particularly if I can find where I have buried, there they are, my dimensionals. Good morning, Lorna. So for those of you joining a little later, I will try and remember to just let you know. I know I'm blue this morning. I don't know why. What will be quite interesting is whether the replay is also blue. So whether the recording downloads as blue, I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, it's a bit weird this morning, and I really don't know why, and it's a bit worrying because I'm not techie. But yeah, it is what it is. I was not going to start mucking about with it 10 minutes before we went live. So this literally just pops on your card. Christmas card, bang, done. First Christmas card of the year. Well, actually it's not, but So that is that one. Let me grab my large Memories and More cards. This is from the white. So you get the assorted Memories and More, some large, some small, on Whisper White. So this one I'm going to use for my first Valentine's Day card. Now, this is Poppy Parade. Don't have any Poppy Parade ribbon yet. So I'm wondering if there's anything else I can add. Oh, I could add some of that. Yes, that would work. Sorry. I've just realised what I can use. Okay. Because we've got our lovely white polka dot tulle. So, let's go round that way. Oops. So just so that there is a little bit more of something, because I think it'd be a bit plain otherwise, I'm going to just, I'm not going to do a bow because I'm not convinced that this does bows particularly attractively because it's so squishy. So I'm just going to do a knot. Spare thumb, because it does kind of thin itself out if you're too tight with it, which I probably have been. Then we'll just cut between the dots to get a nice angle like that. I will pick it up to show you because I do appreciate that this is a small and crafting like a Smurf, absolutely. As I say, I have no idea what is going on. But yes, so that's our blue cast bow, or not bow, knot, Canotta bow. It's a canot, and again, might as well pop it up on. Sorry, Audrey. I just realised that I'm breaking the middle of a pack of dimensionals again, and I know you hate it when I do that. But yes, I'm going to pop it up on dimensionals again. Actually, I'm going to pop that so that it's slightly over the ribbon so that it kind of helps keep that in place. I find tying a bow... Absolutely, Barbara, it's almost impossible, so I don't bother. I mean, you can do it, but yeah. I think it's probably easier to do it as a bunny ears bow, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I mean, you may know what I mean, but I think tying it as a bow around something, yeah, not so much. So, there we go. So that's my first Valentine's of the year. Well, bearing in mind it's next year. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Audrey. Anyway, so yes, what I mean by bunny ears bow is take your 2 loops and do it that way. That you do get a half decent bow, but tying it actually in the length of ribbon on its own, not so sure. Not so sure. Let me just have a bit of a wibble with that. Anyway, you get the drift. So that actually produces a half decent bow, but I think tying it round something, a really difficult ribbon to get a bow. But partly because it's so light, as in lightweight, with the polka dots as well. The polka dots kind of almost get caught, so it doesn't run smoothly. Anyway, so there we are. There's a Valentine's card done. I must remember I've got that for next year. Now, these are called the Flowers for Every Season Memories and More cards and envelopes. And they're a pack of 10 cards and 10 envelopes. And they come in all of the new in colours. And I've got black fur everywhere now. And the envelopes are lined. Now let me just... They are actually lined all the way down, so you could use these for for some card bases. The only thing I would say is that we don't do just Memories of More sized envelopes, so that's just something to bear in mind. So we've got Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee, Just Jade, and Magenta Madness, and we have the coordinating cards in the same colours. So, and I accept in the same colours with a blue hue. But what does that look like? Oh, that's actually quite nice with a blue hue. Anyway, so what I thought I would do is, I wonder if that would work on there. So using the larger Memories and More cards, you do cover up the dots, but if you were to use a small one, you can go inside. So I might actually do that for that one. So let me, and so easy and quick, and literally if you want to rattle off lots of quick cards, this is the way to do it, because you are literally just sticking. It's just gobsmackingly quick. I might make this the last one of these, and then we'll go on to the next thing, because I think the Not Just for Christmas is probably more exciting for you all. So there we go. So that's that. And obviously you can add a sentiment on the inside. So that's that lot. Let me pop that to one side so I can do that on the Here's What We Made This Morning as our roundup. Let me try and tidy up the already mess on my craft table. Pop those in there. Right, okay, so, oh, that goes with that. Some real Christmas in July stuff now. What's the best way to do this? Okay, so first of all, we've got these two stamp sets, which are part of the Heartwarming Hugs suite, which when you get your catalogue, and if you're already a customer of mine, you will be getting yours either later this week or early next, depending on the post. I'm hoping to get those wrapped up and out today, but I've got some more stuff to put in them, and I have got rather a lot to send, which is lovely. But yeah, so it will be on from page 8 of your new catalogue. So we've got the Warm Hugs stamp set, which comes with die cuts, which I will show you in a moment. Then we've got the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set, which still goes, and it does work with some of the die cuts. We have got, or dies rather. Now I haven't got everything to show you this morning. I have everything, just not everything to show you this morning. Had to keep some things in reserve. They come with the, let me get it out of the packet, the mini coffee cup logic, huh? Let's put what I've just opened onto what I'm just about to use. So this is the mini coffee cup carrier. This is literally the first time I have used it. I need to be a little bit creative, inky messing. Hi Brenda, hi Margaret. Now, just so that you know, because you are slightly late joining, I know I'm being a bit of a smurf. There is a blue cast, and I don't know why, but there is. So there we go. I don't think it tells you how to put these together, no, but I'm thinking it's probably the same as our previous things, so I think we are probably doing, that. Let's see if that works. This is, as I say, literally the first time I've tried one of these, and it is, hurrah. I think I would squish it back the other way before I use it, but we will be using this. So for those of you late joining, there is a prize, a prize draw. If you share the video either from here or YouTube, when I post it on YouTube, and put in a comment saying shared, you will get entered into the prize draw for this week, and I'll show you that in a moment. If you share on both, you get 2 entries. So yes, so that's the mini coffee cup holder, and I'm going to need that, I think. So we've also got, now they're called mini coffee cups. I was expecting these to be tiny. However, they're not. But from the description, I expected them to be tiny. I don't call that mini. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not mini. And they come with lids which have got the little flippy up bit so that you can drink out of it. And it even says, caution, contents hot. What it doesn't actually say is what size it is as in volume. They are 3.5 inches high, 3 1/4 at the widest diameter, and 2 1/4 at the narrowest diameter. And of course the coffee cup, this you can stick stuff on. I've been using coffee cups for Christmas crafts for years, and they are just great fun. The other thing I've got to show you out of this suite is, in fact, there's 3 more things. So let's start with the dies, which I literally haven't opened. You're the marshmallows in my cocoa. Well, not me. Some of you may know I don't do chocolate. It doesn't do me is probably more the question. I am violently unwell for days if I have chocolate. Jan's about to order this. Okay, Jan is one of my team. So these are the dies. So we've got a circle with a circle inside it. We've got a stitched circle. We've got this 1, 2, 3, 4 octagon, little bows. So these go with these. So you've got little coffee cup, you've got stars, you've got tree, bow, no, not bow, candy canes, and a heart. These you do 2 for your wrap, and we will be doing that. And you've got frills as well, and you can also put little dots and dashes onto your wrap. So that's that. And these are the embossing folders. The embossing folders will, when we have it, come on, open up, go through the mini die and emboss, was it cut and emboss? Cut and emboss machine. The large machine is going to be available for customers to order in September. Demonstrators can order it from the beginning of August, I think, or it may be the 4th of August, can't remember. Anyway, so we've got a kind of woven pattern and then dots. Don't know how's the easiest way to show you that. Possibly on my hand. No, without my hand, with something dark behind it. Ish. Needs to be black, really. I think you can see that. So that's that one. And let's build up lots of black. And this is, it's not a Swiss dot. It's a sort of like diamond Swiss dot, but it's that sort of thing. Quite pretty. But that will go through the mini die cutting machine. So that's that. Let's have a look at the paper, and then we will craft, which is after all what this is all about. So this is the Heartwarming Hugs paper. Now I have just launched my product share video on my YouTube this morning, and my Facebook business page, and my website. So candy cane stripe. So what are the colours? The colours are Mossy Meadow, Pear Pizzazz, and Real Red on a Whisper White base. So we've got a houndstooth, candy cane stripe, a kind of 3-colour gingham, dots, diagonal candy cane, different dots, smaller gingham, pattern, stripe, and then we're kind of back to where we started. So that is that. I'm going to wait a little while because the Air Force are flying over. That's a bit better. We are, I love all the time. Absolutely, of course you would, Audrey. And there is the Perfectly Plaid, is it Perfectly Plaid? Suite, which is amazing. And talk about colours. Plaid Tidings, Perfectly Plaid was last year before. Let's have a look, page 56. Can't show you the catalogue, but I have actually got the paper, so I could show you that. What is quite nice about this wrap is that, yeah, I mean, it's cherry cobbler, melon mambo, blackberry bliss, shaded spruce, pretty peacock, bumblebee, and pumpkin pie. Plaid Tidings designer series paper is bright. I think that's the word I'm looking for. But yes, what's nice about these is you can use them on 6x6. I'm not going to today, but you get them from Lossiemouth. Yes, you would. If you're in that part of Scotland, you would get them from Lossiemouth. So I'm going to choose now. One of the things you have to bear in mind, these are curved. So if you were to put them on a straight, they're going to look a little odd because they will curve, but they'll curve with an odd shape. So you're much better to go with something a little more random, so that it's not quite so obvious that these are curved and the paper is straight, if you see what I mean. I think I'm going to go for that one. What I might do is use both sides, one for one and one for the other. So what I am going to do is, I know what that meant. I didn't actually say that in English. I'm just saying that was in not English. So I know what I mean. So these are going to go like that. So I need to cut that because I just want a strip. School ruler, love it. Had it for about, I don't know, 50 years at least. So if I cut that at 4 inches, that will be perfect, because I want to show you how this goes together. Now this is me doing it on the fly because I have not prepped any of this, so bear with me. This could be interesting. Now the other thing I just want to check is whether they give you the dimensions, I can't believe they don't, of the cup holder. They do. It is, well, they say it's 11.5 inches by 10. I'm going to dispute that. A, that's 6.5, and B, that's just under 6. I think what they mean is when it's flat. Nope, still don't get it, because that's 8.5, and that's about 8.5. I have no concept of what they're talking about. Don't know why those measurements are there. Hello, Emma. Haven't seen you for ages. Apologies for the blue hue. So yeah, I don't know what those dimensions are, but they're not for this. Just saying. I'm going to make this flat because I always find it easier to deal with things when they're flat, and it also gives me an excuse to pop it that way. A houndstooth jacket, the only problem I have with that is that it may look a bit strange because there's a sort of straightness But yeah, it might work. Anyway, so I'm going to flatten that for the moment. The first thing I'm going to do is just run my wrap through my die machine. Wheel it so it's slightly closer. So bear with me while I just cut these. How are we doing time-wise? Gosh, 25 to 12 already. So I'm going to see if I can show you what I mean by it looking a bit odd if you use a straight item. As in straight pattern. So I'm going to try and cut these so that they would have been straight had I used a straight design. Lined, I think is the word I'm looking for. Oops. That'll be twine all over the floor. Right, so these are our wraps, and you stick them together. That's what I mean by it just looks a little bit odd if you die cut anything straight. Sorry, Audrey, I've just read your message about your comment about all the pop groups on your school ruler. Yes, I was a boring child, so I think apart from scratching my name in it, it's not. It's got interesting things on it though, like 100 millimeters is 10 decimeters and 1 meter. Weird. And that 10 meters equals 1 decameter. Never. Some of this is just bizarre. 100 meters is 1 hectometer, and 1,000 meters is 1 decimeter or 1 kilometer, depending on what you use. Weird. Good grief. Right. So let me grab a cup. We will at some point actually do some stamping. So my cup, I'm going to grab some tear and tape because I think that's probably going to be the easiest thing to pop on here. And my sticky scissors. So the forecast for today, weather-wise, was supposed to be that it was going to be rather dull. Glorious sunshine out there, shows what weather forecasts are like, and that was even late yesterday. Right, I buried one of those. I do like to press my tear and tape down and just pull that up and pull that up. Now this is a sleeve, so theoretically you should be able to make it up and then wrap it round. I don't think I'm that brave. Oh, I've still got black fur coming off that lovely cat everywhere. So actually this is going to go much further up than I anticipated, so I'm going to stick it all together and then put it on. Now of course what would be lovely is if you also ran these through the embossing folder, but that is basically what we're making. I would be tempted, I think, to have them overlapping a little bit more than just with the tabs. It just means they'd sit a little lower down, but I think that would be what I would do. So on the carrier, what I thought we could do is use the opposite paper. Now let's have a look. No. Okay, so what I'm going to do is measure using the right end. Now I am an imperial girl, so I will be cutting. Let's even use that side. I will be cutting at 2 1/8 of an inch, I think. Oh, shall I do 2? If I do 2, I'll then end up with a 4-inch piece, which might be good. So 2 inches wide, because it then leaves me with something that I can use for a card front if I leave it at 4 inches wide. Now, do remember, I don't have everything. Honest, I don't. Actually, I'll cut it at 4 and then I'll cut it in half. If there is ever anything that you would like me to focus on in a coffee and card session, just let me know. Just drop me a message on Facebook, and I will very happily see what I can do if I've got it. As I say, I don't have everything. Although I'm featuring stuff in the August-December catalogue at the moment, once the catalogue has launched, well, certainly come September, I will probably be using more stuff from the annual catalogue, because we do still have an annual catalogue. So I'll be alternating between catalogues, is I think what I'm saying. Ooh, that's useful. So that will actually go round and overlap, so we don't use as much as we might otherwise. Useful. Okay, I'm going to use tear and tape again. So let's add tear and tape to that. And I'm never very successful at doing the tear bit. I normally end up with it doing weird things, so I'm not even going to bother. I know you can use a credit card or something like that, but hey. No, I really, Audrey, I do not have everything. I'm not saying I don't have a lot, but I don't have everything. Some things just don't float my boat, frankly. I was surprised that I bought the gnomes, but I love the gnomes. Yep, that will line up. There was method in my madness on that, and I will explain it in a moment. What's quite nice is because we've got the stripes, we can actually make sure it's straight. What I was checking is that I had half circles here and full circles here, rather than flipping it, and attaching to my tear and tape. Yeah, because I think it is just better to have, I'm trying to find the join, better to have everything as close to, there's the join, as close to symmetrical as possible. That's the word I'm looking for, symmetrical. Such a difficult word. Okay, so I am going to just wrap this round to make sure I've got that reasonably reasonable. And if I fold that just there, I can then trim this with my mini trimmer, which, if you are a demonstrator, you can now order on the supply list while stocks last. And yes, I do have some coming, and yes, they may end up as prizes, but yes, they are available to order if you are a demonstrator now. So just bear that in mind. Now I'm going to want my sticky on this end. Sticky scissors. Now, of course, you can also stick this to your carrier. I may have to. Who knows? We're about to find out. So, starting with that is a join. I'm going to start by putting my join over my join, so my existing join over my existing join. And then I may have to trim that a little. No, I don't think I am going to have to. So I can then peel that. I know what I didn't do. I didn't burnish it down. This is why you should burnish down your tear-in tape. It makes it much easier to lift the paper off. Right, where were we? We were there. So you can tell I'm concentrating because I've gone quiet. Thought you were going to have it the other. Oh, I was, Jan. I forgot. I could still, couldn't I? Well reminded. Oh, except then my join's in the wrong place. Okay, so that's fine. I was going to have it the other way up. However, I haven't lined up the pattern. No, sorry, I'm going to go back to where I was. I'm going to have the dots. Yes, I was going to have it the other way up. No, I'm not going to, because the pattern is not joining up. And it will just do my head in. So, change of plan, back to plan A, B, A and A.2, 1.2, 2.1, whatever. Back to doing it this way. Okay, so that's now round. We can push it the other way, and I think we should still be able to pop this together without our sleeve rushing off, which we can. So because it's reasonably tight round the carrier, now this is more for a demonstrator point than anybody else, but it does then mean that if you want to reuse your carrier, you can. Yes, I know, I've changed my mind, ladies. And then that just pops in there. Comme ça. So let's do some stamping, because, you know, that's kind of what we should be doing. Let me grab some Whisper White. It will be a new sheet, because every now and again you kind of have to start a new sheet. So we have got Real Red, Mossy Meadow, and Pear Pizzazz are our three colours. So I kind of want to see how these dies are going to work with the lid of the cup. I'm going to just pop these back in. Now, it's worth noting that there are different lengths of these, depending on where you're having them on the Hujima flip. So I need a lid. So if I take this one, see, what is going to annoy me, I suppose we can flip that back in there, but what's going to annoy me is that, oh, I suppose if you put it on dimensionals, that would work. What about these? Yeah, see, again, we're going to have to do something with that, but that's fine. I can be doing with doing stuff. What I'm saying is they're not shaped to take into account this, which may or may not cause me a bit of a mental breakdown. So this one is what I would say, well, are they both? This one, no. So this is You're the Marshmallows in My Cocoa, not Christmas. I Like You a Latte, not Christmas. So Very Merry, Christmas. Eat, Drink and Be Cozy, kind of winter. And then Happy Christmas. For You is fine. This one's on me, Merry Christmas. Warm Hugs to You all season long. So there's a kind of mix. Christmas Blessings to You and Yours, obviously, is Christmas. May Your Day Be Merry, probably Christmas. Surround Yourself in the Love of the Season, Christmas. A Little Something for You, not. Friends and family are the truest gifts at Christmas, obviously. Noel, obviously. Peace on earth, obviously. Let the joy of the season fill your heart. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So we have fairly limited, it's not just for Christmas. So I think we're going to go for you. And I like you a latte, because this is the not just for Christmas. So for you, and the colours that we've used so far aren't exclusively Christmas, so that works. Cut the sticky bit off. You mean the sticky up bit, I'm guessing, Jan? Yeah, you could. You can actually, if you do it right, fold it back into, it's got a little catch there, so you can just fold it back. But I think it's part of the charm that it has that. Oh, I suppose you could just push it in. But anyway, there we go. So I'm going to keep with the green theme, because I have selected to not have anything that is too obviously Christmas. I'm prepping my photopolymer stamp. So for you, in Mossy Meadow, once upon a time I had a stamp cleaner. Ah, it's under the prizes. So for you, and I'm also going to have I Like You a Latte. So we'll have a quick swap, and we'll do prep my stamp. Now, you don't have to rub it on your hand. You can just use a white eraser or clean it really, really well first. For those of you who haven't joined me previously, photopolymer stamps come with a film on them that is, or like it's like a release spray thing from when they were being made. So it is worth just making sure that that's off. I'm going to bring in early espresso for my Love You a Latte. Sorry, it's a pun. That's just me. So we'll do I Love You a Latte, which I quite often use early espresso as a black, because it is so dark that it almost looks like a black. And I want my coffee cup, which is actually a two-step stamp. So I am going to grab that and that, and some crumb cake ink. So I'm going to stamp this. Oh, I didn't rub them. Got away with it. So that's the outside of my cup, and the inside I will prep because it's very solid. Inside of my cup. I would always say, I do always say, if you're doing two-step stamping, if you've got a dark ink and a light ink, whichever way round seems logical to stamp them, do the dark colour first and the light colour second, because it's going to be easier to see a dark colour through a light colour than the other way round. An outline isn't too bad because you should be able to see the outline, but just bear that in mind, particularly with some of the floral stamps that we've got. So there's the one that layers up, can't remember what it's called now. That I would definitely use dark first and light second. So So I need my little coffee cup. I need that. And I need that. This is where I discover that I haven't left enough room. Oh, I have. And actually, there is this stamp. Now, this is one of those ones that you can have any shape you want. So when you take it off the sheet, especially at the beginning, you know, when it's brand spanking new and therefore is very stuck to the sheet, let it just relax before you do anything with it, because otherwise you could end up with it not being the right shape. So I love you, Alase. Let's bring back in our crumb cake, which had something on it, don't know what, but hey. And yeah, you see, I didn't prep, and it's not inked up nicely. So I'm going to clean that off and prep it properly. That's better. Sometimes the ink just pools a bit if you don't prep. Thank you, Margaret. Hi, Jane. We are blue. Just so you know, we are blue this morning. I'm going to have to work out what's wrong with my webcam, but suddenly it's got a blue cast on it, but it's blue. Right, okay. Let's get a wiggle on. So, let me bring in my very well worn cutting plate and make sure I can find my other plate. Where did I put my other plate? There it is. There it. Okay, so I do the Rachel Tesserman. If you've got a bow in your plate, turn it over and put the bow side down, because otherwise you're going to have problems. So that can go around that. That goes round that. And I'll do that one separately for two reasons. A, I've done it too close, and B, that's going to be interesting to die cut because the die is going to have a little dance. So it needs washi tape. So that's those done. Get rid of those dies. And then this, we have to allow the die to decide where it wants to go, or the alternative is to make it be where you want it to be. Now, when the new die cutter comes out, we will still have a magnetic plate. It will be a self-healing cutting plate with magnet across the whole surface. Hurrah! Which means we shouldn't get dancing die cuts, or dies rather. And by that I mean, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. So thank you, Claire, for sharing, and Margaret. So this has got little circles on it. I don't know if you can I catch it in the light? Not really, but it's got circles, which means that if I pop my die there, not on a circle, it's not going to do it now. Ooh, so if I pop it, no, it's not going to do it. It's because it's right on top of the plate. So let's put a plate on. You can find that it doesn't want to be where you've put it. Of course, it's going to behave beautifully now. Maybe if I put it that way up. Come on, play. No, you see, it's behaving now. Couldn't make it up, could you? Right, okay. So we've got that, we've got a lid. So I can cope with that going there. What might be quite nice is a circle, a solid circle behind it. Or Alternatively, ooh, there's a thought. Alternatively, let me just grab this drawer. Let me just grab a scrap of Mossy Meadow, as it's on Mossy Meadow. So let me bring in my plates. I don't like seeing through the circle. Sorry. Right, Mossy Meadow. Let's go into the corner a bit more. See, that is moving. You may not be able to see that it's moving, but it is moving. So we will try and make it do what I want it to do rather than what it wants to do. Now, with the layering circles, you see it's already moved. With the layering circles, I'm sure we could do this in a much more efficient way, but bear with me on this. Or even the stitched circles, we could probably do something a little more inventive than this. Or less inventive than this is probably the right word. So, what I want to do is add all those together, grab my dimensionals, and oh, come along, thank you. Stick most of them together. Just about okay. Because that way we haven't got a hole. I'm not a great one for having holes in the middle of things just for no good reason. Particularly when what you're seeing through is kind of part of some words. So that sticks there, and by pushing the little lip thing down, it fills the hole. Hurrah! I like you a latte, mini dimensional, I think, or just an offcut of a dimensional would be fine too. And okay, where's my cup gone? I don't believe it. Can anyone see? Oh, I give up. I'm holding it in my hand. Where's my cup gone? In my hand. I think I need to go and lie down in a darkened room. And I happen to have the old 1/8 circle punch, but any punch, small punch would do. We don't do this anymore. Sorry. And some linen thread would be perfect. So just chop a piece of that and grab my bone folder. Pop that through there. Put our thing back on there, pop that in there. Now obviously you would want to do two because the coffee cup holder holds 2 cups, but we can then add this onto this. So I was just having a think then, which I know is dangerous. Where are we time-wise? Right, so I'm going to be showing you what I've done for the spot in a moment as well, because it's past launch time. So there we are, we've got a little tag, I like you a latte, and our little coffee cup, not Christmas. Now obviously you could use any of our other designer series papers and make it really not Christmas. What would work quite nicely with it, and it's an excuse for me to show it to you, is just going to pop that out of the way, clear the decks a little. I think this is going to be my favourite designer series paper in the whole catalogue. It's called Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. Now, this to me shouts Forever Fern. Its colours are Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Mint Macaron and Very Vanilla, which is why I think it would work really well with the coffee theme. It's just gorgeous. It's got part gold embossing. This is just to die for. Lots of, you know, non-autumn patterns. These are in copper and in gold. I think it's copper. And then we've got the same again, but without the gilding. This is divine and is nothing to do with autumn or Christmas. Nice stripe, again, divine. Now, here's a thing. So I've had these hanging up here for ages. I really need to do something with them. Yep, it will go. So this is the offcut from the Forever Fern specialty paper. Can't remember what it's called now, but you could definitely use the gold Forever Fern with this. Houndstooth. So those who like houndstooth, this is gorgeous. But just this is about the only one that I would say, yes, definitely autumn or Thanksgiving. This, I think, for wrapping coffee cups would be amazing. So the ones that I think are, you know, you can't get away from, these are definitely autumn, but the other sides aren't, and definitely autumn. But love it. Because we've got the neutrals on the other side, you can use it for absolutely anything. So I have launched my product shares, so if anyone is interested in those and you're in the UK, let me know. I'm starting to send invoices from tomorrow. I have already got orders coming in, which is great. Right, okay, so it is the spot reveal time, and then we'll do prizes, and then we will do, and this is what we've made today. So the spot video has just gone live, and it is, the theme for this week is Christmas in July. It would be lovely if people wanted to take part. You can take part from Instagram, from Facebook. If you've got a website, brilliant, but don't think you can't just because you haven't got a website. So this is the one that I have made with my Christmas theme, which is from the Trimming the Town designer series paper. Actually looks okay with the blue hue. There is a trick or a tip that I have found by mistake to make snow on your roof. I go into that quite a lot on my video. Barbara, bear with me on that. I need to do some maths because you're team. So yes, but not yet. So this, and I've used some of the new red foil. Comes in packs of red and green. So this is the red, and I've stacked it on red die cut. So I've just layered it up, but really cute. And I've done American sizing. And this is my welcome to your new home version. Using exactly the same products, different die cuts, obviously. These are old, these are in the annual catalogue. But literally, this is die cut out of the paper. The dies fit the paper packet, the paper pattern. And then I've used card behind them, die cut, and just stuck them on. But it's literally the same, just we've got the Christmas and the non-Christmas. So, okay, Barbara, I get that. I'll have it all ready for tonight's team meeting. So, yeah. Okay, so that's the spot. So, Christmas in July. There are Christmas things in the catalogue so you can enter even if you are not a demonstrator who has pre-ordered. Right, prize time. This has also just gone live. Excuse me, I'm going to have to cough. So you will remember that 2 weeks ago, this was the prize. I always give 2 weeks for the prizes. So you've got 2 weeks to share videos. This is the prize from the 7th of July. And I've done the Wheel of Names again because I think it's fun. The video for that is up on my Facebook business page. And the winner is the amazing Claire Steele, who is becoming really great and supporting me, so I'm absolutely thrilled that she has won that, and I even already have her address because she has ordered the product shares. Right, so that's 2 weeks ago. Last week, and you've still got time to enter, the prize is the Soft Spring host set from the last annual catalogue, and this week we have, from the last beginner's brochure and annual catalogue, the Check You Out stamp set. It's, as ever, new in box. This will be great for back to school projects, which I know we're a little early because we've only just broken up in the UK, but it would be great for back to school projects. But it's also birthday, thank you, congratulations, and that sort of stuff. Or just starting a new chapter. So don't think of it as just cutesy children's projects. It could be used for all sorts of things, just with a bit of thought. And of course, we've got graduation. My niece, I don't think my niece has technically graduated yet. She's finished everything she needs to do for her course, but I don't think she's technically graduated. So there is still time for graduation as well in some areas. She was doing a master's in biological sciences at UCL because she is incredibly bright and incredibly hardworking. Anyway, so let's do a quick roundup of what we have made today. So we started with, I didn't know you could use that for Christmas, with the Flowers for Every Season Memories and More cards. I know that's Valentine's, but you know, you get the idea. And this was feeling festive, and this was just to show how beautifully they sit on the coloured Memories and More cards. So that was that. Let's get rid of those two and bring in Claire, you're very welcome. And you see, you had 2 entries because you also shared on YouTube, so you played the odds as well. So that's amazing. So, and then this was our non-Christmas coffee cup and coffee cup holder. And as I say, because I haven't actually stuck anything on, I could reuse these for another video. I probably will. What I tend to do with things like this, and this is more aimed at any of the demonstrators around, is have one set of something that is reused, and then I keep all the other stuff nice and fresh. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I've had a blast, even down to holding on to the thing I was looking for. I will try and sort out what on earth has gone wrong with this colour in time for next week. As I say, it may just be that I need to use a different USB socket. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching, and I look forward to seeing you either live or on the replay next week, 11 o'clock UK time on my Facebook business page. I will have this added to my YouTube channel later in the week. Might be tomorrow, it might be Thursday. It's normally one or the other, with some more photos and all that good stuff. Thank you very much indeed, and I will look forward to seeing you again very soon. Enjoy the weather that we seem to be having at the moment, those of us in the UK. I know in the US you've been having some horrific storms in certain areas. I hope everything settles down, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye!